Hello everybody, welcome back to episode 5 of the Road to Max Level on World of Warcraft Classic 20th Anniversary servers. We're on the Undead Rogue, level 14. As you see, we're still in the Silver Pine Forest. I just wanted to start this episode by talking a little bit about some of the technical difficulties we had. You'll notice in the last episode, if you happen to watch it, that there was no game audio. So we fixed that. Also earlier in the episode, as we saw, there's certain points where the camera froze. That should also be fixed. So we just wanted to address some of those issues and say hopefully going forward we don't have the same problems. It's my first time recording and making a series like this, so we're going to have some problems along the way. I'm hoping to fix them as quickly as possible so that we can continue to enjoy the playthrough and you guys can enjoy the series. So now that we have our game audio back, as you hear, my audio should be nice and clear as well, and the camera should be working well. We're just going to pick up where we left off in the last episode, and we're just going to keep doing, oops, almost missed it there. We're going to do some skinning and some leather working to start off, and then we are going to make our way over to Kalimdor, to the other continent. I wonder if I can skin enemies like this too, who are undead and basically skinless. You cannot, which is nice. I like that. I actually like that. So you can only skin enemies that have skin, which makes sense.
Need to get closer.
We just missed the Zeppelins. Yeah, I think this is the one I needed to go on, so we missed it anyway before. That's fine. We'll go sell some stuff, do some inventory management. Watch us miss it. Watch this be like that episode of SpongeBob where they're in the abyss and they miss the bus every time they turn their backs. That's going to be me. I'm going to turn around and it's going to be there, drifting away. What does that sell for? 40. 40 for just the one? Let's see. Let's do some math here. So it's a light armor kit. And we made one of them.
Now.
15 gold.
Goodbye.
So 3 to 1, yeah, it would be about 45. So we're not really making that much more money on those. We'll try some cloaks. So that takes 2. This should be like about 30.
Speak quickly.
34, so the cloaks are worth it. The cloak is what we want to do. And we only got 2 more of those, so we'll make 2 cloaks. We'll get like 70 more bronze. So those armor kits got us to level 46 leather working. We have money again.
Trust.
We are not dead broke. So it seems like we're on the right lift to go to where we need to go. Pretty anticlimactic, just waiting here, ready to go to Orgrimmar. but it seems like we got plenty to look forward to. I'm ready to get some of these quests. Ready to keep knocking out some quests. All of those are way too difficult for me right now. You know what? Wait a second. We somehow overlooked this quest. Let's go do this. I love that we ended up putting the wrap on Brill, and we put the wrap on Silverpine Forest, at least for now, and here we are. We're already back when we should be going to Orgrimmar, and we should be in Durotar. Here we are, back at Brightwater Lake, near Brill, in Trisafal Glades, doing another quest. Oh, okay, I see. You're supposed to take the book right off the shelf. That's all we came here for, was the book. Okay, so we are back to the magic quarters. This is where we should be able to turn in that quest.
That better be good.
So now I gotta go back to Gunther. So I'm gonna check out the auction house a little bit too, because it looks like what you can do. Let's go to like weapons, one-handed swords, search. I mean, look at some of this stuff. So it looks like we can buy some upgrades. I mean, this stuff is really expensive. You see, there are some good upgrades here that I can probably bid on and buy. War paint cloak. Whoa, look at that. That's a huge upgrade. So I bought it. Where did it go? So I think the item that we won on auction will actually go to our mailbox.
Get closer.
Yes, it did. Okay. So that's how we buy on the auction house. Very nice. I don't know what that means, but that's a nice big upgrade. Oh yeah, see, now return the book as part of Trisafal Glades. So the quest kind of moves around a little bit. It went from to the Undercity to here, so let's go return this book, finish this quest.
What is it? Isn't ready yet. Speak quickly. Our time will come.
This should complete part of the Trisafal Glades, the Prodigal Lich returns. That should complete this quest line, which means Zeppelin time. I know I've said it 100 times, but I'm ready to get over there. I'm ready to go see a new area.
What now? Goodbye.
Okay, so that is completed. Very good. So we're all set with that. And we can now, finally, we can move on. We can go to the Zeppelin and we can go to Orgrimmar. You know what? I didn't think about it either. We're level 14. We should go see if there's any upgrades to our abilities that we can get since we're here. There's always so much to think about, you know? So we just finished a quest. There's some levels that we've gotten since, so we gotta go and let's go to the road quarters and see if there's anything we can level up. Since we're here, and we don't really know what's gonna be on the other side. We're going to a whole different continent. We're literally going across the water, international. Going international, so we gotta be prepared for this.
Better be good.
Sinister Strike, rank 3. Really good. This is how it's gonna go. I think this is how our combos are gonna work. We're gonna go from Sinister Strike, or we'll do Gouge, Sinister Strike, Slice and Dice. We're gonna rank that up. Sinister Strike, rank 3. Huge. Leading into the fight, we can use our stealth into the sap. So we go stealth, sap to knock them for a second, Sinister Strike for one combo, Gouge to build a second combo point, and a finish move that increases melee attack speed by 20%. In this last, if I have 2 combo points, that lasts 12 seconds. So 3, 2, 4. A kick will also stun them, but it doesn't give me a combo point. So I think we're starting to learn how the combo points work, how the skill systems work, how the auction house and economy works. Slowly but surely we're just learning how the game works. And it's a really incredibly deep game. I mean, at the face of it, it's really fun just to jump in and just explore, and you kind of intuitively learn. I haven't used many plugins, and I haven't used a ton of resources to learn. Googled a few things here and there along the way, but mostly just to kind of like reinforce some of the stuff that we've intuitively come across, and really we haven't saved much time by Googling stuff. We've already been headed in that direction or pointed towards that area or told by the quest everything we need to know for the most part. So, but so far I'm really enjoying this, jumping into this. I feel like as a kid I would be completely lost in this world, and it would have been really cool to experience this as a kid, but as an adult experiencing this for the first time, I still feel like I'm getting the World of Warcraft Classic experience. And actually, since I just said that, I do want to make note of the fact that since we started as an undead rogue, we started essentially the Lich King. So what we've played through so far is not, I mean, apparently it's not the classic experience. It's the Lich King experience, the Wrath of the Lich King. So we still technically, although we've, experienced starting an account and playing World of Warcraft Classic for the first time, we still haven't gotten that full day one classic experience that you would get starting as a different class, I believe it is. So we still have to experience the very first original classic World of Warcraft experience, even though we've played for many hours on this server. Just because I think of the character choice and everything. So the Zeppelin is here, and we are going to be on our way, taking our first trip to Orgrimmar, taking our first trip to Duartar, I think it is. Check out some starter stuff. Here we are, Duartar, the Great Sea. boy, is it red here. Boy, is it saturated here. I'm really excited to check this new area out. They're just jumping right off. I'm not sure I'll survive that because I'm so low level. Level 8s. Okay. Before I go in there, I do want to go check out the Barrens. Oh my gosh, I have to go all the way to the Barrens. Okay. So, instead of going to the Barrens right now, we're going to go in here. There's probably a bunch of quests in here, in Orgrimmar. So let's go here. Let's explore Orgrimmar for the first time, and let's see if we can pick up any other quests for this area. So now that we are here in the warm, welcoming city of Orgrimmar, I took this opportunity to take a look at some of our gear, our talents, our skills, and reputation. Let's just take a little bit of an inventory as to where we're at right now. So we are level 14 with about 5,000 XP. So we have about 8,000 XP, 9,000 XP left until level 15. We bought the Warpaint Cloak on the auction, so we learned how the auction house worked, and we collected that from the mail. The curved dagger that we won while we were teaming up on some of the werewolves. And here's some of my stats right now. So my durability on everything is just about 100%. And this is where we're at. And then what I did was I took 2 of my 5 combat points and I put them into improving my Sinister Strike, because we just upgraded that and now it's a reduced energy cost, which is huge. That should be able to allow us to lay off combos quicker. I don't know what to do with the other 3 quite yet, and I don't want to just go spending them too quickly. It looks like this might be useful in a few levels. So at least for now, we just have the 2 points for rank 2 on Sinister Strike. So there's our talents, our reputation. So our reputation is really good in the Undercity, and then we're gonna have to work on that in Orgrimmar. And then here's all my skills. So as you see, we're making a lot of progress on skinning and leatherworking. First aid we just really learned how to use with the linens, turning them into the cloth bandages that we can use to heal. Daggers and swords are almost at 70. And we're in the city of Orgrimmar, which, as you can see, looks pretty active. So this looks like a pretty popular hotspot. So we're just going to take a walk around. Looks like there might be a quest right here.
Welcome to Orgrimmar. Have you come to serve the Horde?
Let's do it. That's the first quest we found here. Let's see what it entails. So my current quest is to enter the Skull Cave east of Orgrimmar. Skull Rock, yeah. So we should enter this and see what level the enemies are in there. Should be able to take them on based on what I'm seeing.
Far away.
Lieutenant's insignia. That's exactly what we needed. My gut dropped a little bit on that jump. I wasn't sure how much damage I was going to take. That wasn't a lot of damage, to be honest. Halfway through the air, I realized what I did. I was like, oh no. If I die here, I had such a long walk back from who knows where.
Loktar, friend. What is it you wish?
900 XP. That was worth it. Here we go. Niru Fireblade.
Speak.
That's a dungeon. Rage Fire Chasm. So we have a dungeon that we can do at a certain point. We're not going to be able to do that alone though. So that does it for those two. At least for now. So let's set out. We're not going to do the dungeon anytime soon, I don't think. Not going to do that because that's a part of the dungeon. Yeah, so we really just need to get the wolf heart sample to the apothecary and the barons. And we're just gonna go south to do that and pick up quests along the way then. And there's a quest. So yeah, this is exactly what we were looking for based on the rested XP guide. So let's go talk to him. See, now it wants me to train blacksmithing, but I really don't want to because I already have my 2 skills. I'm not gonna do blacksmithing. I'm not gonna do the pickaxe. Mining. I'm not gonna set my Hearthstone here. This I will do. I do want to get some quests.
Blood and thunder.
I wonder if I can increase my weapon skills now that I'm at 70. Accept carrier weight from him.
Sung.
Carrier weight. This is what I want, yeah.
Strength.
We're gonna go to the barons and go see the apothecary. That's what we're gonna do. So it's a bit of a hike, but if we follow this road, this should bring us to the barons, to the apothecary, and we can finish up, or at least continue that Undercity quest line. And what's nice about that is that's our adventure. That's what we came here to do. And then after that, if we get stuck there because it's too high level, or if we just hit a dead stop on that quest line, then we can follow the rested XP guide and it'll keep us on course. Now this goes all the way to level 20 for free. I think if you wanted to go past that, you have to spend money and buy it. We'll see when we get there if it's worth it or not. I'm having a lot of fun and it is a nice little guide. Gives me a good idea of some of the quests that are coming up. Barons.
What do you need? For the Horde. Strength.
Plus 460 XP. We're at the crossroads.
Dabu.
There's also some people in the chat down below, and it's something that I should note that I learned along the way, but I never really said that I learned along the way, is that there are active like world buffs. You'll see in the top corners when like mages will use a spell on me, I'll get a buff. I'll get like an increase to my abilities or defense or something like that. I mean, look at this right here. I have one. Rallying the Cry of the Dragon Slayer increases critical chances of spells. So it doesn't it's not really going to impact us, but there are world buffs. So if you're at the right place at the right time, you can catch certain buffs. I think Onyxia is one of them. It's like a dragon that flies by and gives you a boost. We're at the crossroads. Anyway, there's just buffs that you can pick up throughout the world that increase your abilities and powers. And we learned that. We haven't really utilized them at all. I don't know how to utilize them quite yet. I haven't had a specific use for them. But they're there if we need to.
What can I do for you? Go forth to victory.
900 XP. So there's another quest knocked out.
Farewell, glory to the Horde.
A lot of quests around here. So you know what we're gonna do? Let's take them. Let's just accept all these quests. I mean, how many do I have right now? Oh no. We have so many quests. Wow, these stacked up really quick. Rogue, you could help me. And we have some upgrades. Bring 60 bristleback quill hortus. Okay.
For the Horde.
We can do these. These are all like Slayer tasks and stuff in the area, so we'll definitely do these. We're gonna have to because I want to get to level 15 and we have a ton of quests to do. Okay, so as I was talking about world buffs, I think we just got hit by one. The War Chief's Blessing.
Go. What do you need?
We have to finish some of these quests because we have way too many. We have no more room. More raptors. Raptor hunting. We could do that. Tell me that this is the... Oh my gosh, it's a...
Loktar.
Okay, so this is just a way...
Go forth to victory.
This is just a way for us to travel, and here's the alchemist.
Hello.
The apothecary.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
Take the brewer gloves. 1,000 XP. We are moving along. So very close.
To range. Too far.
7 of those. So we can do this. We'll check this off since we're right here. I need to go get some throwing axes.
I'm out of range. Energy. Inventory is full.
Yo!
So that's an upgrade to my curved dagger, and the cutlass is an upgrade. Let's do it. Ooh, that hurt. I like that weapon. But we're gonna upgrade to the cutlass. Ratchet, which is where we needed to come for 2 of these quests. Wharf Master Dizzywig, this is him.
Time is money, friend. Keep it real. Be good.
Level 15. Awesome. Man, we are just racking up the XP, moving right along. We are now level 15.
Keep it real.
I still don't have any room for any more quests. I want to go back to the crossroads.
Keep it real.
That was the last beak, so we can go turn in that quest. Free up at least one space.
Loktar, go with honor.
Good amount of XP. Good silver. More hunting, okay, we can do that.
Farewell.
It looks like there's some tropical forest up ahead. That's probably where I'll find spores. Yep. Okay, so first I'm gonna actually finish the raptor. I think I only need one more. Yep. Raptor Thieves is done. And then let me try to get one more zebra hoof. And I'll be able to finish that one. And that's the last hoof. So we can go turn these in now. You know what? Let's go check out the Forgotten Pools first. These guys are fishing, it looks like. Explore the waters of the Forgotten Pools. I don't think this is it. And I actually should craft all of these kits. Level 60, so that was the last of the crafting that we had to do. We're level 60 at a 75 for leatherworking. When I get a chance to talk to trainers, I think it's time to level up
Go forth to
some of our
victory.
abilities for leatherworking and for skinning. So we'll have to find trainers for that along the way.
Greetings. Strength, go forth to
It's
victory.
another quest completed.
Zug. Strength.
Turn in the raptor heads. That's even more XP. Huge upgrade. Huge boot upgrade incoming. Let's see what they have on. What a level 55 undead rogue looks like. So this person has a bow equipped. I don't know how you do that. Instead of the throwing knives, I think it's time to go find a bow. I think that's what we just learned from this.
May your
Beyond your
blades
mind.
never dull.
Here we go. The weapon master. Bows. Perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. Let's train it. We can wear bows now. I just have to get my hands on a bow.
Stay away.
Let's buy the quiver.
Be seeing ya.
So we have the quiver equipped. Let's buy some sharp arrows. We'll put them in there. So we have that. We just need a bow now. We need a bow that we can use. I've come across a few bows, so it's not like we're gonna go without one.
Haul.
It would just be nice to have one sooner than later.
May your blades never dull.
Here we go. So now I'm now a journeyman leather worker. Cured light hide.
Go.
Let's cure those hides. See what that does. Cured
What are you
light
looking
hide.
for?
Whoa. We make some good money from that. Skinning trainer.
What do you need?
Journeyman skinning. We're definitely going to do that.
Go with honor.
And so the max level on our skinning and leatherworking just increased to 150 now. So that's what happens. So we just leveled up our skinning and our leatherworking.
Farewell.
We got our hands on the ability to use bows. We have a quiver with some arrows in it. So I guess the only thing left to do is to find myself a bow. Auction house. Let us see if we don't happen to have somebody selling a cheap bow. Like just a crappy level 1 bow. Why are these so expensive? Is there any other place I can get a cadet bow from? Okay, so it turns out we do have the level required to equip that bow. So we've equipped the ammo, we've equipped the bow. I think we're good to go now. So after doing some running around, I figured out that that level is not your level in bows, but you're just
Stay
general
away
level.
from the voodoo.
So like level 16, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So we just sold a lot of stuff and we got the laminated bow.
Be
So
seeing ya.
now we have a ranged weapon again, which is nice. I'm gonna go bank some stuff. Leatherworking and skinning, which we can get up to level 150 each now. Whereas before we were stuck at 75. We just unlocked bows. So we can get that level up. And we have a ridiculous number of quests. 20. So we're full on quests. So we're looking pretty good so far. So right now I just have my ceremonial knife in there. I'll put that in there.
Strength.
Should be all bagged up then. Druids look really fun. The fact that they're able to morph into animals and run around is sick. Our adventure continues. Razor Main Grounds. This has to be it. There we go. These guys are pretty low level, so we can probably run through this. Razor mains that we need. The dust runners and the battle guards. So we just completed the encroachment quest. I don't quite remember where I needed to go to finish this though. The ultimate goal of this series is to make it to max level, to make it to level 60. However, I would love to do some dungeons and raids along the way.
Brawlhall. Abu.
And certain quests like this will lead us to completing the dungeons.
Victory.
However, we can't do this content solo. So taking a quick step into the Ragefire Chasm, the enemies are level 14 at the entrance, and I think they go up to as high as level 18. But we're going to need help with this. We're going to need, I think, 4 other people to do this so that we can complete it. So there's quest lines associated with the dungeons. I want to make sure that I have as many of the quest lines associated with this before we step in there. And I have seen some groups forming in the bottom left-hand corner here in the chat. So it doesn't seem like an impossible task, but we're going to have to get better at using some of our abilities, understanding roles, and finding a group to do this with. So I'd love to do dungeons and raids along the way. If we don't get to raids, because those are like 40-man activities, if we don't get to those until past level 60, that is completely fine. I'm more concerned with getting to level 60 and grouping up with some people to do some dungeons along the way. That would be a lot of fun. We downloaded another add-on. We have threat and damage in the bottom corner. I want to get better at managing threat because that's going to be important when we start doing dungeons and raids. So I'm going to have to learn, just keep an eye on this and learn what abilities help me manage my threat and how we can utilize that going into a raid. I also want to note that I will not be relying on rested XP like at all. I'm even thinking about disabling it because there's just such a mixed bag of opinions in the community, and you know, even saying there's a mixed bag, I'd like to say it's like overwhelmingly negative. It kind of seems like the general consensus on rested XP is that it ruins the experience of playing World of Warcraft, and that's kind of the point. We're here to experience World of Warcraft for the first time and as original and as classic of an experience as we can get. So I think we're just going to have to ultimately do a lot more wandering around and just get rid of this. It's going to make us have to be a lot more intelligent about the paths we choose, the quest lines we choose to complete. And that's actually a good thing because as you see, we've gotten to Orgrimmar and I've turned on and off rested XP to give me an idea of where I should go and what I should do next. And it's just resulted in me running everywhere, collecting way too many quests. 20 quests. And we really haven't completed all that many. In this episode, at least. So I think I'm just going to do away with rested XP.
Time is...
So far, the most useful plugins, I think, have been Pawn, Threat, and Damage. Pawn has been the best plugin. Super useful. Gives me an idea of what is an upgrade and what isn't. So I'm not just aimlessly equipping things and getting rid of things like I was in the first few days of playing. So hopefully we complete some of these quests and they just finish and leave our inventory so that we can whittle that down and be more intentional about what quests we pick and what we're doing. Okay, so this is where we needed to go to complete encroachment. We will take that XP. This might be the plan here. 5 sacks of supplies, and this was from Reslak.
Strength.
That quest just has us going back to Razor Hill. Looks like this is probably where the ogres start. This looks like the starting area based on how you walk out. And yeah, this is, because here's level 2s and level 1s. So this is where, if you start an ogre, this is where they would start. This is like my graveyard. You know, I started in the graveyard and we fought those level 1s, level 2s, and then we ended up leaving through an entryway just similar to that. So if I were to start an ogre account, this is, I think, where we would start. And this is basically like our Trissifal Glades. We also had an NPC right outside of the graveyard, Death Knell, like this, who wanted us to bring the quest to Razor Knell, or Razor Hill. So this is cool. So we're in Senjin Village. I don't believe I unlocked this until
Me got the
level
good
40.
stuff, man.
I haven't really seen any humans or minotaurs, so I don't know where I'm gonna get these resources for this quest from. This area looks promising. Looks like there might be some humans here. Oh, would you look at that? Yes, there are. These are the sailors we need to kill, so it looks like we need to raid this place. So I'm just keeping an eye on my threat meter down at the bottom. It sounds like there might be somebody in here. Yep, somebody else is doing the quest. Looks like they've already respawned. Hopefully he has up here as well. Yes, he has. Interesting. So we got that. We still have to go down there and slay some more of those guys, and we just need a few more canvas scraps, but we're moving along now on these quests. I think we're going to stick to Durotar, finish up the quest line in Durotar, because that was exactly where the Zeppelin brought us, was to Durotar, and then we kind of adventured a little bit too far out. We picked up all of those quests out in the crossroads and everything. So we can kind of breeze through some of these lower level quest lines in this area before we go on to kind of pick up where we left off. I mean, once we get to level 17, 18, so on and so forth, we can go back to Silver Pine Forest. So we have 3 quests to turn in when we get to Razor Hill.
Loktar, go forth to victory,
250.
and honor go with honor.
250 XP. And we got another bag. Handmade leather bag. This only has 4 slots in it though, so not the most useful thing. A silver bar. That could be very, very valuable for all I know. Yeah, they joined up. Cool.
Isn't ready. I don't have enough energy.
Oh, I need that. The curving knife of agility. Crossbow and a fist-handed weapon. Interesting. So they went with the fist-handed weapon and a bow, or a crossbow. And I've gone with one-handed swords. Carving knife of power. Another one? Dude, we're getting so many upgrades. We do not appear to be getting what we need from this. That person left my group. Unfortunately, I think I took too many drops from them. I don't think they liked that. So Hadel greeted. Okay, I see. So greed is if you don't need it, but you want it. I'm not sure that those are going to be useful for us, so I apologize to that person if I took something they needed. I'm still kind of learning how this works. Luckily enough, they're pretty low-level roles out here, so
Enough energy.
probably upgrade it fairly quickly, even if they did need it.
I'm out of range.
So killing these isn't giving us what we need. That will give us what we need. So we just... Oh, okay.
Closer.
So we need to clear this out, and we need to get to those supplies.
Yet.
There it is.
I need to get closer.
The fifth and final one. So we're gonna slow it down a little bit, and we're gonna actually complete quests as we pick them up, because picking up 19 to 20 quests, I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed by it right now. So we're just gonna do Durotar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, we're gonna just keep chipping along at Durotar. We'll finish this area, and then we'll move on to everything else we picked up. I think we have enough quests now to get us to like
Hey, how you
probably
doing?
around level
Be
like
good.
17, 18.
Keep it real.
625 XP. We'll take that. Some silver as well. So that was the last Storm Witch. We just need one more Savage. We'll go a little bit out of the way here to get this last Savage done. We'll take
Be
the short
good.
bow. More importantly, we'll take the XP. 875. And I think that did it for that quest. Yeah, that did. So that completed that quest line for Reslak. And we will pick up going back to Razor Hill.
What are you looking for? May your blades never dull.
We'll take our spring
Go
water.
forth to victory.
10 XP. Oh my goodness. Yeah, talk about a beginner quest. That wasn't even worth the walk over here. But we got one other quest out of our inventory. We're down to 17. That's going to do it for this episode. I think we're probably around the hour mark, which is, it's going to be another long episode. Again, just to wrap this up, the next episodes are going to be shorter and more concise. And we're also going to probably try to stay consistent on quest lines rather than hopping around so much. We just got to Orgrimmar in this episode, so we did a lot of running around, being confused, getting lost, trying to figure out what quest lines we should do and where we should pick up. Now we have a focus. We're going to stay here in Durotar. We're going to knock out some of these quest lines and finish up and explore this whole area as well. So after that, we can move into the Barrens, and we'll just keep getting XP, getting levels. We're almost level 16. It kind of stinks to end up at level 15 here. Again, this has been Embrace RNG. You guys take care and have a good rest of your weekend. We'll pick up in the next episode, exploring the area, finishing quests, leveling up some of our skills, and just continuing our road to the max level in World of Warcraft Classic. So I'll see you guys tomorrow with hopefully a shorter, more concise video with even more progress in it. You guys take care. Have a good rest of your day.